Pure Pool is an attempt by VooFoo Studios to create an authentic and realistic pool video game experience. So if you don't want to hang around dens of sin, also called bars, you can enjoy the fine game of pool right in your own living room, for cheap, and without having to spend a whole room's worth of space.
The gameplay is exactly what you might expect. You line up shots with yellow and white line assistants estimating the movement of the balls. Once you've sufficiently aimed, you pull back on the analog sticks and then push forward to simulate hitting a ball with a cue. The amount of power you put into shots correlates to the speed in which you pull and push on the sticks. For more advanced aiming, you can apply spin. If you played any pool minigame in any other video game, you've seen this before. It has one major flaw though. The aim lines fade after a small distance and become inaccurate when hitting balls in certain ways. You also can't get a wider look at the table without losing your aim.
These are likely attempts at realism, but they're more annoying than fun. It would have been nice if the game had some Forza Motersport level of options so you can fine-tune how pure you want your pure pool experience to be. Fortunately, it is not so. So, what does Pure Pool offer that throwaway side content in a Grand Theft Auto game can't?
Well, for starters, the game offers a few alternative game types if the regular old 8-ball isn't doing it for you. You can enjoy 9-ball, killer, black ball, and accumulator, as well as a list of interesting challenges. If you don't know what those are, there is a help tab which explains the rules, as well as provides a small glossary of pool terms for those who never had the privilege of learning the game. You can play these variants and regular pool online with friends, hypothetically. If not, there's matchmaking where you can play with random outstanding citizens from across the world. Online functions fairly well. I've encountered very few occurrences of lag, if any at all. Pool being an asynchronous game, I imagine it would be hard to tell even if it were happening.
With the game's asynchronous nature in mind, you might have expected the game to have some sort of local couch multiplayer. There's none that Andar's infinite sight can see. But hey, maybe you hate humans. I know I do.
For us superior beings, you can play through a career mode against very competent AI opponents on the easy difficulty, and devious mastermind spawns of Lucifer on hard difficulty. There are US 8-ball and 9-ball championships with the variant modes acting almost like side quests. To progress through the various tournaments, you must perform well and earn a certain amount of stars. Basically, it's Super Mario 64, but with pool. Throughout all of this gameplay, you'll get to look at some very nice photorealistic graphics. It's truly amazing until you remember that the power of next-gen systems is being used to render a table and some spheres. The soundtrack is calming and smooth, which is exactly what I would think a pool video game soundtrack would be.
Those words seem to describe the entire game. Pure Pool is exactly what you'd expect out of it. It's the game of pool, rendered beautifully, and with a few extras. It has a few issues with aiming, sure, and it does have the major issue of no local multiplayer, but if you're itching for a good pool game to play, then Pure Pool's a pretty good choice.